How hard is too hard for sparring?
Oh, that's such a good question, and I think it's purely dependent on where you're at in your fight camp, and what your goal is for each session. So, where we try to, and obviously there's always caveats to things. So sometimes something happens where you need to go a little bit harder when you should be going lighter, or something happens when you need to go lighter when maybe ideally you'll be going harder. But as long as you plan it, the worst thing in the world you can do is treat every sparring session like a fight. Bad for your health, but also bad for your progression, because when you're at that peak level of, anxiety and peak level of being in the zone, it's not really conducive to learning a whole lot. So if you stay at that highest level of, nervous and high energy, and you're throwing hard and things are coming hard at you, it's not really good for learning new patterns. And
you're going to always be playing your A game under that thing. So you're never going to try your B and C stuff and try stuff.
Exactly.
So you're going to play your A game, which is what you want weeks 3 and 4, like weeks 3 to 6 out from a fight. Play your A game.
Yeah.
Spar to win.
Yeah.
And but you don't want it all the time. That would be my take on it. And how hard's too hard? You should, you should be getting dropped extreme headshot.
Yeah.
Extremely rarely in sparring. It should be.
Well, like for context, I've been dropped once in my whole career.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get knocked out. I just went to my knees and then got straight back up.
In sparring or fight?
Sparring and fight.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
And it's like that as a standard of measurement, getting dropped.
Was that someone in your weight class?
No, it was Kit Campbell.
Yeah. And that's also where it shouldn't happen. Like, if you're going on that scale of 1 to 5 that we talk about and you're going to a 4 or whatever during fight camp those times, you shouldn't be going above a 2 to 3. Definitely not above a 3 out of 5 if people are out of your weight class will do that. And I think once they're 2 weight classes out, you shouldn't go more than like a 2 out of 5 intensity.
Yeah.
I think you need to be, when you're doing that harder sparring, close in weight, close in experience, close in whatever. You can't have, that's the other big thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. Hopefully that answers your question. But meter it based on what your goals are for each session. If you're about to have a fight and you need to get that fitness and practice your A game, then you can go quite hard. If you're just in for a regular sparring session on a Friday night where you're trying to develop skills and stuff, you almost want to go as close as you can to that Thai style where it's super light, super playful. No one's getting hit hard. No one's going home with a headache or feeling sore.
So for your last fight, when did you stop hard sparring completely?
So my last hard sparring before my fight in Sydney the fight was on the Sunday. Would have been 10 days before.
I think 16 days.
16 days.
The Friday night.
Yeah,
before.
16 days before the fight was my last hard one, and then we did touch drills and reactionary drills and stuff around that. But my last one, where I went in there with like intent to win every round and not give an inch to my sparring partners and go full capacity, was at 16 days out.
What about being like someone's sparring partner for that when they've got a big fight coming up? How does that change for how you go about it?
So if I'm being a sparring partner for one of my teammates and I don't have anything coming up myself, so if it's purely a session that's for them, I'll do what I can of trying to find a balance between emulating what they need and also if I try and go too hard and emulate someone, I'm shit. It's better to give them a good version of Jack, which I do very well, than a shit version of trying to emulate Simon. But in saying that, if they're going against someone we know is going to push the grapple, I'll give them my A game of grappling so they can try and defend that. Or if they know someone who's a heavy kicker, I'll kick as much as is normal for me to do and give them that. But I don't. If it's my teammates. If it's their last hard sparring, I'm not doing them any favours by pulling back and letting them get the better of me.
We do that the week after.
Yeah.
Like that's the 7 to 14 day. They'll do like a match practice one where if Jack's the partner, he'll be at 50%. 50, 60% where, Raja gets to play his stuff and he'll be a bit submissive. But Raja's got to not be a dick and go too hard or whatever, but he'll sort of get to play it out. But 14 days out, he gives him full competitive thing.
I think the best answer to that question is probably just like to have a good relationship with coach and they know what gets the best out of you. Because obviously like there's certain people in the gym, like me, for example, I'm super critical of myself and always want to do more work and think like a session wasn't good enough. So I need someone to sort of go, hey, that session was good. sit, you're done. Like, you're good now. Whereas another guy in the gym might need to get told, hey, we need more out here. You need to go again here. You need to up the intensity. So it just comes down to you having the right coach who knows you well.